The former head of the International Monetary Fund, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, has appeared in a New York court to plead not guilty to charges of sexual assault. He's due in court again in July. Now BBC News, it's time for Hard Talk.
In poorer countries, giving children their basic human right to education is the main goal. In more advanced nations, the education debate is often driven by political ideology. The coalition government here in Britain believes that setting up schools free from local government control and allowing communities to run them is part of the answer. That is proving controversial. My guests today on Hard Talk are Rachel Wolfe from the New Schools Network, which backs free schools, and Fiona Miller, co-founder of the Local Schools Network, which campaigns for parental involvement in state schools. What is the best way to deliver a fair and excellent school system? Rachel Wolfe, Fiona Miller, both of you, welcome to Hard Talk.
Thank you for having us on.
Do both of you accept that providing the best education for children should have nothing whatsoever to do with party politics? Rachel?
I completely agree, and I would go further than that. I think that providing a great state education should have less to do with politicians. What we believe is that groups of teachers, charities, parents and others often have fantastic ideas for how to improve state education that's right for their community in their local area, and they should be given a chance to do that.
Fiona?
Well, I think they already have a chance to do that. In fact, I've been a governor of a school in London, two schools in London actually, for almost 20 years, and I feel I've had a big part to play in my local community as a result of that.
But the question is, should party politics, I mean, you are a supporter of the Labour Party, and Rachel, you have worked for the current Conservative Education Secretary, Michael Gove. Do you accept that party politics should have nothing to do with education?
Well, I think you can't divorce education from politics. I mean, politicians have a view of society, and education is a very important part of how we form our society and how we form our citizens. So I think inevitably politics will have a part to play. I think it's a mistake when education becomes a political football, which it can do, and things are done in order for either political advantage or to grab headlines.
And are you not guilty of that yourself, Fiona Miller? I mean, for instance, July 2010 last year, when you were talking about education, you mentioned that David Cameron, the Prime Minister, has been to the top private school here in the UK. Yeah. Eton costs about $50,000 a year.
But I'm not a politician.